Welcome back to my channel, Strawberries. Okay, so today we are going to be doing a reading on your next 48 hours. What is going to happen in the next 48 hours over the next 2 days? Whenever you are seeing this, this is a timeless reading. So I think I'm going to be doing 3 different piles for you guys. And I'm really excited. All right, so let's freaking get into it. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer personal one-on-one sessions over FaceTime. I offer anywhere from 30-minute sessions to 45-minute sessions, and I have many different types of readings concerning what you can get. And I also have recorded readings as well, where I will send you a 30 to 45-minute video, and I'll send you the link, and it's only private for you on YouTube. And I also have an option for a 10-minute video as well. So that option is a little bit cheaper and a little bit shorter. And I have a monthly membership for readings as well. That's something that you can check out. All of this is offered on my website, linked down below. And I also have a membership. If you would like to join my membership and become a Supreme Strawberry, I'd love to see you. This is where I post sometimes random videos just for that specific collective. So it's a smaller collective. You might resonate more. Let's get into the piles, bitch. Okay, so I'm actually going to have you guys choose from 3 different tarot cards, but I'm not going to show you what they are. So I'm going to be covering it up. So pile 1 is going to be this card here. Pile 2 is going to be this card here. Pile number 3, zoning the fuck out, is going to be this card here. Okay, so for those of you that don't like tapping, here we have pile 1, 2, and 3. If you chose this card, then this is your reading. This is your 24-hour reading. So let's see what's happening for you in the next 24 hours. You chose the Death. If you didn't count the Roman numerals, maybe you already knew that. But we're going to see what's coming through here in the next 24 hours. Obviously with the Death, that's like about rebirth, transformation, endings, new beginnings. So there could be something significant happening for you over the next 24 hours. Sagittarius could be significant. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is really positive. So interesting too. For if any of you guys are like in college or if you're in school, there's something significant happening here that's going to be positive within that environment. So whether this is like you meet someone in school, you join a new class, you get a new professor, maybe you are like acing a test or something that is going to take you into a new opportunity. But there is something here related to like a school environment. So only take that if it resonates. It's going to be like a work environment as well. But you're going to have an extremely positive next 48 hours. So immediately we have 2 major arcana cards mirroring each other, and it's the Temperance and the Sun. So this is immediately giving the vibe here that the Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. It's about tempering yourself. It's about patience. And the Sun is a card about positive inner child energy. But something about Temperance and Sagittarius energy is that it's also about expansion. It's It's also about new energy. So it feels like you're going to be getting an opportunity that helps you evolve into something new that brings you a lot more inner child fulfillment than what you've had in the past. Because on the right side of the spread here, which is like my action taking energy, we have the 10 of Cups right next to the sun. So sunflowers could be significant for you, some of you guys. Maybe music could be significant. Pay attention to the music that you're listening to. You could be getting signs of what this is maybe about on the day. Maybe tonight or something, you're going to get some music. But it feels like right now this is something that's your inner child has wanted and something that you've been patient for. But with the Ace of Wands being on the left side, it tells me that this is an opportunity that may be a little bit out of your comfort zone, but you're getting it to go out of your comfort zone, especially with the Temperance. So something you've been waiting on, something you've been patient for, and once it finally happens, you're like, okay, like, let's do it. Like, I can't miss out on this opportunity. Especially with the 10 of Cups and the Sun here, for some of you, this could be about a relationship. Wow. Clarifying the Temperance here, which is this energy of patience, right? We have the Devil reversed. This is something you've detached from that's coming through for you. That's really powerful. Do you notice how these cards are like the same color? But one of them is significantly positive about new energy, patience, tempering. And it's being followed by the Devil, which is in the reverse position. So something that you've let go of. So if you have recently let go of, or in the past 6 months to a year, you've been maybe clearing out codependency. Maybe you've been clearing out attachment to a manifestation, attachment to money, attachment to a job, attachment to a certain reality. And instead of attaching yourself to something that you want, you've been taking actual temperance-based action, slow action to create that in your life. Because you've been proving to the universe that you're willing to put in the work, it's like, that. See, I'm cutting it to the 7 of Pentacles. This is a seed that you've planted that's happening. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I'm getting relationship vibes, but again, I don't want you to fully take that because this could be, obviously there's a big collective that this is going to go to. This could be a lot more than a relationship here. Ace of Wands is being clarified by the 3 of Cups. This is celebration energy. You're going to be celebrating something over the next 2 days here. This is also something that is going to help your confidence. You're going to become a lot more confident. These are going to be opportunities that come to you. This actually isn't just one. This is like something that you take action on and it expands your life. So it's like you get one opportunity, you follow, and then you get another opportunity, you continue to follow. The more you follow these opportunities, the more are coming in towards you. So that's why I'm getting this broad variety here of whether this is like a career, a job, an opportunity. So it's like you enter a new class or you go into a new job and then you're following it with confidence. And then that leads you to meeting a new person, a new relationship, and that relationship leads you to new friends, and that those friends lead you to new hobbies. Like that's the kind, it's like giving butterfly effect, like a ripple effect happening here. See, and I was saying with your confidence, I was seeing this yellow butterfly in this 3 of Cups card, and this was really significant to me that she's wearing a baby pink dress. So this is softness within your heart chakra. This is going to be something that's scary to choose, but it's not going to be hard. It's not going to be difficult. You've already grounded into the fact that this is something you want because you've already been working on it, which is why it's coming through. Clarifying the 10 of Cups is the strength. This is actually giving you an opportunity to shine in the darkness. So if you've been going through a dark time and you've been choosing to be the light regardless, this is like, I'm struggling, but I'm still going to show up for myself. I'm still going to take action. I'm still going to process my emotions. I'm still going to, if I'm manifesting a relationship, even if I'm sad, I'm still going to show up for myself. I'm still going to be that boyfriend or girlfriend for myself. I'm going to show the universe that this is what I want. This is something where it's like your reality has been this, right? And you're like, I've been shining. I've been shining. I've been the light and it's been tiring, but I know that I can do it. And I know that if I stay strong, things are going to work out my way. This is literally being clarified by the 10 of Cups. So look at the environment shift. And that's the biggest energy that I'm getting here, is that this shift is going to change your physical environment. So this could even cost a move, or this could also quite literally be something that just changes the vibe of your everyday environment. So if you've been in a dark energy, a heavy energy, something happens and something changes for you to go from this to this. Like, look at the difference between that. Like, that's literally insane. And then the last card here, 10 of Wands is on the bottom. I just know you've been carrying a lot. But you've been doing so good when it comes to showing up for yourself. Ace of Cups is coming through, clarifying the Sun. As I'm saying that, there's going to be movement here. This movement is like literally opening up your heart center. Can you guys be a little bit more specific here? Is this a relationship? Is this a job? The Magician. With the Moon reversed here. This is what I'm saying. You've moved out of a subconscious cycle. These cards are very purple as well. This is actually something you've literally manifested. This could have been something you've written down or something you scripted. So pay attention, like maybe even read back an old journal. All right, read back an old journal. That could be something here. The Lovers is on the bottom of the deck. And then again, I'm not playing around. Like this is more than just love. The Lovers with the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is about options. It's about fantasy. So a big vibe that I'm getting here underneath the Seven of Cups is the Knight of Cups. This is a multiple options that bring you emotional fulfillment. So especially if a rainbow is significant for you, this is like, I am receiving my manifestation, and my manifestation is celebration, safety, and comfortability and joy. So if you've been manifesting a joyful life, that manifestation is an emotion. And when you manifest an emotion and you understand that that can come through in many different pathways, that's exactly what comes through. Is you get that emotion through a job. You get that emotion through an opportunity. You get that emotion through a relationship, through a friendship. So that is something that's coming through here, especially with the Ace of Cups, is the amount of emotional security that you've brought to yourself is going to be reflected to you, or start to be reflected to you in the next 48 hours within one opportunity that leads to many. Oh my God. Woo! I'm literally so excited about, I'm excited about this. I'm excited for you. So this is closing out a really big cycle. So just recognize that when you're going into these endeavors or you're going into these opportunities, if you recognize that you have certain fears and you're feeling uncomfortable, you feel guilty, or you feel like shame, recognize that that's actually a good sign, because you're going outside of your comfort zone. And that's exactly what your guides want you to do, is to say, I don't really trust joy. I don't trust positive things. But when I do, more positive things happen. So you're being asked to lean on optimism instead of leaning on, my life is still hard and I still have a long way to go. That's kind of a mindset that this opportunity is coming in to release. Okay, that was pile number 1. Now let me clear my spread and we'll get to pile number 2. If you chose this card, then this is your 24-hour reading, and you chose the World. So this is giving me new beginning vibes. And as I'm saying that, the Hermit is on the bottom. So maybe you're somebody here that spends a lot of time alone. Maybe you've been within the past year or so, or maybe even a few months, have been in very heavy like introspection, like recognizing patterns, showing up for yourself in different ways, kind of doing a lot of internal healing. So what's happening here in the next 48 hours? Did I say 24 hours at the beginning? Send it out, please. Okay, I'm taking, whoa, whoa. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is coming out on the ground. This is really interesting here. I feel like this might be about romance, but not in the way that you might be imagining. So you're coming out with the Queen of Wands, and on this, she's literally standing on a tree stump, and she has a green dress on. So something that's standing out to me really loudly is that you are somebody that like wears your heart on your sleeve. And it feels like you could get attached to situations easily while also being okay if things end. Like that sounds like such a oxymoron for me to say, but it feels like there's something here that you've been holding on to, that within the next 24 hours, you're going to get a judgment call on whether this is for you or isn't for you. But it actually feels like there's going to be a release, like a purge. There's going to be something that happens that shows you, again, if this is a person, if this is a job, it's going to show you why it's not good for you. And it's going to actually cause you to let go of holding on to it, which is going to like advance your confidence. It's a judgment call, because notice how here I was like, she's wearing this light green, but then the judgment is like a dark green. So there's something here that's clouding your heart chakra. It's like clouding your ability to be fully authentic, because a part of you is okay if this doesn't happen, but there's another part of you that's holding on to it. There's even a squirrel in this, and squirrels represent lack mindset. So whatever you're holding on to isn't fully aligned to where your heart wants to be. And within the next 48 hours, it's going to be a judgment call on this. The devil. The devil is literally clarifying the Four of Pentacles. This is something you're attached to. The Hermit is still on the bottom. I feel like this is a person. Ace of Pentacles reversed with the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords out here. Okay, so there is some type of mental deception going on. You could be dealing with somebody right now that is avoidant, emotionally avoidant, and you're holding on to the hopes that this person is going to change or show up in a different way. This is a pattern you've been in before. You're aware of that, but it's like you're consciously hurting yourself, knowing that it's okay if you get hurt, and if you do get hurt, you can pick yourself back up. That's literally how the vibe feels. It's like, I'd rather hold on to the idea of this person may be coming back than let it go. And even if they don't come back and I get hurt, it's fine. I've picked myself up before. I can pick myself up again. So this is giving me just like, you're more comfortable transforming through pain than you are through joy. So the universe is actually going to mirror to you something within this letting go. There's going to be a release. Okay. With the Seven of Swords, this doesn't feel light. Feels like this is somebody flaking on plans. This is maybe somebody like you seeing something that you don't like. Maybe somebody like you'll see this person like out on another date or something. You'll see them with another person. But there's something here that breaks the illusion that what you were holding on to had hope. And it's not that you're letting go of hope for something in the future. It's you actually letting go of a cycle where you're holding on to something that isn't showing you that it's worth it. That's literally the vibe here. So, and I'm see the Two of Pentacles was flipped on my deck. It's like you have this energy of, okay, I'm going to nurture myself fully, but I'm also going to pour some of my own energy into this person that isn't giving me anything, isn't offering me anything. So when I'm saying like there's a purging energy, this could actually trigger an emotion that shifts your mindset on doing this again. So if you get disappointed, if you get left out, if you get like you feel betrayed, and you cry, and you feel like you need to cry, or you feel like you need to release, lean into that. And also when you're feeling that, it's like there's been a built up energy of all of the times you've been disappointed, all of the times that you've given to somebody that doesn't deserve it, like all of the times it's like it's just going to pour out of you, which is why like the card here is the World. And now that you've released that energy, or like the universe is actually quite literally forcing you to see this deception and forcing you to actually release it and purge it. Maybe you could get sick. Because I'm going like this, there's a purge happening in the next 48 hours that's going to bring in a lot of new confidence, a lot of emotional fulfillment, and even different experiences for you as well. And also different experiences concerning how you're showing up and what you're giving your energy to. So it's going to be clear that this person is not a missed opportunity. It's going to be very obvious and clear that this is something that you were choosing to see the way you wanted it to see, the way you wanted it to be, rather than seeing it for what it actually is. And this is going to help you move forward, see things for what they actually are, instead of like going into fantasy. So the Ten of Pentacles is underneath the Seven of Swords. This is you actually learning how to balance your energy when it comes to what it is you're giving to. Like, okay, well, I'm going to protect this for me, and this is the energy that I can give, but I have to make sure that whoever comes into my energy, they also have backup, and they're not just taking from mine. So this is really about letting go of a distorted perception of an equal give and take connection. What may happen after this purge here? Actually, that was really loud. I'm taking that. Six of Swords with the Page of Cups. So Page of Cups is an inner child energy, but it's also an energy of advancement with an emotional immaturity. So again, there was a part of you that was still emotionally immature. This could have been your inner child, a pattern in your inner child that was still holding on to being seen by somebody that isn't seeing you. So you're more comfortable chasing love than you were accepting love. Once you release this pattern, Six of Swords is literally like a moving forward energy, a purging energy. Once you purge this, it's going to be a lot easier for you to attract open-hearted situations. This is like a literal energy purge. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the people watching this either get sick in the next 24 hours or 48 hours, or have like a huge cry or like a big breakdown or something. And then the death. Bro, what am I fucking saying? Literally, the card for this deck is the World. The card for this pile is literally the World, and I'm pulling the Death. There's a big transformation happening for you. Woo! And as I'm saying that, I literally looked the Tower. Whoa, my God. This is completely necessary. And when you're seeing this, I really want you to take this as validation that whatever happens for you, if you go through sickness, if you have a flare-up, if you have an emotional breakdown, this is not going to last forever. I want you to consciously think about this reading, and maybe this will come up when it's happening, to say like, this is a release. Things are going to be easier after this. I need to cry this out. I need to lean into this pain. I need to lean into this. Like, I need to actually let this go. That's the big vibe here, is your guides want you to lean into it. And then underneath we have the Two of Cups. This is you aligning to actual genuine connections. The Two of Cups is not just a romance card. It's literally a card about you having a connection where you're pouring into somebody else and they're also pouring into you. Like, it is quite literally an equal give and take exchange. So you're releasing the past here by showing up for yourself in new ways. When it comes to these emotions, you validating yourself and saying, I need to validate this. I need to cry about this. I'm valid for feeling left out. I'm valid for feeling frustrated. Like, this is you validating all past versions of yourself. This is like an energy or emotion shift. If this is you like always taking care of other people and then you get sick, this is your sign to either reach out for help or take care of yourself the way you've wanted someone else to take care of you. But ultimately, like, something's happening where you have a Tower moment and you are forced to give to yourself what you were hoping to get from someone else. And that's the emotional shift here. So it's a purge, it's a release, and it's really going to help your confidence moving forward. Woo! Okay, let me clear my spread and we'll get to pile number 3. If you chose this card, then this is your reading. So this is the Star. This is like healing energy. I'm really excited to see what comes through for this deck. I'm gonna put it in my deck, see if it comes out. And the World is on the bottom. That was the last pile. Okay, what is happening in your next 48 hours? Let's see. The World is coming through. This, if you didn't watch the last pile, maybe you resonate with the last pile. And the Star is on the bottom. Oh my gosh, that is so interesting. There's a healing energy happening here. There's something positive coming through. If you resonate with the last, this could be like the first day, like it's 48 hours. So maybe the first day is like what I said in pile 2. And then this may be the second day. But only take that if it resonates. And we're literally even getting the same card here. The Queen of Wands is coming through as well. So over the next 48 hours, there is something ending that is bringing you a lot of internal peace. But whatever has ended, it's almost like there's a vibe here of you analyzing how this pattern has affected your life and how you can move forward in a new way. So we have the World, the Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, 10 of Swords. So what's interesting to me is the Page of Swords coming out on the left side of the spread, and this being a winter card as well. There is something here about you actually taking some time to analyze and gather intel, gather information on like, how was I acting? How has this pattern affected my life? Like, what is going on here? And how can I choose to show up with authenticity moving forward? I'm seeing an octopus in this World card, which is like an octopus tentacle. And octopus is literally, like, they are so smart, but they're literally an alien. When I think alien, I think starseed. And when I think starseed, I think authentic. I think weird. I think new. So I think in the next 48 hours, you could be really embracing a version of yourself after some type of mental death that encourages you to, so maybe you're like, let me dye my hair, let me cut my hair, let me express myself in a new way, let me get a new outfit, let me get a new tattoo. Like, it feels like there's something here symbolic within the shift in how you're expressing yourself, and that is actually going to open up your crown chakra energy. Confirmation with the cicadas here. It's going to open up your crown chakra energy. So it's like you're learning to follow more of authenticity because there's something you've released that you were holding on to that was like clouding your ability to be fully authentic. So if this is like holding on to the idea of a relationship, you know, that idolization could be like, well, if I'm going to get this relationship, I need to act like A, B, C, D, and E, F, G. I need to be these things. I need to act like these things. But if you completely let go of that reality and you're like, fuck that, like, I'm just going to do whatever I want. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting, is releasing something that was restricting how you're showing up. So in the next 40 hours, you could get a new tattoo. The star is coming out, clarifying the world. That is fucking insane. This is like the third time that these have been together. So this is like a completely new cycle of you healing independently. And I'm noticing here, like, crown chakra is really loud. In the Page of Swords, she's putting on a crown. And it's the exact same girl in the star. Like, tell me that's not the same fucking girl. That literally is the exact same girl. Except in the star, she has longer hair. Okay, so you're actually being asked right now in the next 40 hours to look at a version of you that you want to be and start taking steps towards becoming that version of you instead of waiting for something. And the Devil's on the bottom. I'm getting so many of the similar cards that I got in the last reading. So you could be feeling called, if you feel called to watch the pile too, I definitely would if you feel that vibe intuitively. With the Four of Swords, with the Page. Okay, so see, this is relaxing energy. This is you being like, okay, this just happened. What's going on? Let me reflect on this. There's going to be a lot of reflection. Make sure you're being gentle with yourself in the next 48 hours. So if you're feeling called to go slow, to move slow, to take a break, do that. Listen to your body. Don't feel guilty for doing that here. She's wearing a Christmas hat in this, and that's giving me like Christmas break, Christmas vacation. Like, you don't feel guilty on Christmas vacation because everybody's off. So if you're feeling like you need to take some time off or take a rest, treat it like that. Nine of Wands is clarifying the Queen of Wands. The Ten of Swords with the Hanged Man. There is a massive perspective shift happening for you over the next 48 hours. And burping, which is your throat chakra. This is about self-expression. Something, this could even be a shift in, take this if it resonates, this could even be a shift in sexuality. Like, something could happen where you realize something about your sexuality. And it literally changes how you express yourself. So there's like a separation in your mind of like who I need to be and who I want to be, and who you needed to be was related to something you were holding on to. And once that illusion is broken, it like separates these two, and you're able to fully develop an energy that you want to be rather than attaching it to an actual experience. Like, this is really huge, loud energy. I'm actually feeling called to add on to this. I'm going to use my astrology deck here. Send it out. I just saw 9th house, which is literally Sagittarius, which is exploration, which is trying new things and doing new things. So there's an energy of newness here. Oh my God. Passion, 5th house, passion is coming through with North Node. That's literally insane. Okay, so there's like a passion reignited for you, and then Venus, which is the card of beauty. This is literally you like embracing your beauty or embracing your authenticity in a new way. If you don't know what it is, I would look at your North Node, because your North Node is the sign that you're meant to embody in this lifetime. And your South Node is the sign that you're meant to like release. You've already mastered that. You've already done it. So it's patterns you're meant to release. So you're going to be finding a lot more beauty within yourself, within how you're expressing yourself, how you're showing up for yourself. And it's going to actually be led by what feels passionate for you. Something that you're going to be going towards that maybe used to be passionate is going to be reignited. So this could actually even be, like I said, just like a reignited passion, something you used to do that you let go of because of a relationship, or that you would prioritize work over doing this thing, and now you're like, I actually love doing this. I want to start doing this again. It's like, so I love this energy. And then we have Gemini coming through here. And Geminis are extremely fun here. There's going to be a lot of fun energy in the next 48 hours after this feels like a literal roller coaster. This feels like you're like, oh my God, this is so hard. This is so hard. This is so hard. This sucks. And then you're like, what? I feel free. Like something is freeing. Something is literally being freed. And it's going to be a lot faster because this is something that's like been in the works already. This is something you've been working on, which is why in pile 2, it was like you're aware of this pattern, but you're doing it anyway. So it's like you've already worked on it. You've already worked on the awareness. The only thing that is helping you move forward is a literal perspective shift. And a perspective shift can literally change your life. So if you've already done the healing and then you get a perspective shift that matches the feeling, you get a feeling that matches the knowledge you know, that is what sets you forward. So it's like, I know that this person isn't good for me, but I still feel so much love for them. Something happens where how you feel about them shifts. And that's your energy of being like, I don't want someone that makes me feel this way. Fuck that. What the fuck am I doing holding on to that? But the perspective shift in how you feel is what changes your actions. So this is really, really loud. This is extremely loud here. You're not going to miss this. If you're seeing this, I really take this how it resonates. But don't lose yourself when something bad happens. This is actually meant to free you, and it's not going to last very long. That's literally how it feels. Like this may be like a few hours, like a day of being sick, or like a few hours of crying or something. But after, it's like quite literally a purge. Okay, that was pile number 3. I love you guys so, so much, my lovely strawberries. Please subscribe, comment how this resonates for you, and like the video. It helps me out so much. And other than that, I will see you guys in my next video.